Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I will summarize the 7 habits of highly effective people by Stephen Covey. Success means different things to different people. Good grades, professional career, building relationships, or any other goals you may have. One thing is common in all humans, that we want to succeed in what we set out to do in life. The key to success is our effectiveness to perform tasks which enable us to achieve our goals. Our effectiveness is dependent on our habits which we have developed over a period of time through a mix of inheritance and environment we lived in. Good news is that we can change our habits to be more effective and achieve better. In this book, Stephen has outlined a program of 7 habits to improve your personal and professional effectiveness. These habits are as follows: being proactive, beginning with an end in mind, putting first thing first, thinking win-win, seeking first to understand, then to understood, synergizing, and sharpening the saw. Stephen states that there are 2 ways to strive for improvement in your life. The first way is to improve your behavior by learning new skills such as communication techniques, body language, or an improved sense of presenting one's self. This way is called personality ethics. Personality ethics can improve your effectiveness in short appearances but never results in lasting personal growth. The second way is working on your character, your fundamental belief system, your view of the world. Only behavior stemming straight from your character will shine through and make long-lasting impact. Aligning your worldview, your belief system with universal principles such as honesty, fairness, and integrity can build your character. We do hear these principles and even think that we believe in them, but we develop habits over time which sometimes contradict these beliefs. These 7 habits help you unlock and achieve your personality which believe and act on the universal principles. Now we will start with the habits. First habit, being proactive. From your childhood, you would have noticed that your mum started making food much earlier than the dinner time. When you and others in the house felt hungry, the food was ready. Imagine if your mum only started to make food when you and others at home started to feel hungry. Dinners would be too late. Your mum was exercising her proactive habit by anticipating you will be hungry at dinner time and taking initiative to make food in advance. Your parents sent you to school early in life, anticipating that you will need those skills later in life. If you had to start when you were 20, it would have been very difficult to learn the skills needed for a professional life. Being proactive is about anticipating your future professional and personal needs and acting in advance to facilitate those needs. It means taking control and causing something to happen rather than just adapting to a situation or waiting for something to happen. It is about taking initiative to get things done rather than waiting for a situation which guides you to do things. To be proactive, you need to take responsibility of your own actions. Accept that mistakes are inevitable, but do not fear from making mistakes and accepting them. For problems, focus on the possible solutions rather than seeing them as a hurdle. Don't worry about things you can't control, rather act on things which you can change. Do not sit on the sidelines. Participate actively whenever and wherever you can. Second habit is beginning with an end in mind. All great religions guide us to keep the end, afterlife, in mind when designing our lives. You choose subjects to study with an end in mind, what skill sets you will learn and what kind of profession these subjects will lead you to. Each journey we take, each project we do, we always have to go through a process of visualization. What steps will take us where, and at the end of the project, what we aim to achieve. A careful and detailed visualization process will clearly show us where we will end up at the end. It will also clearly guide us all the steps we need to take to reach the end goal. Imagine you are told that you will die in 2 years' time. All your loved ones and the people you know would come to your funeral, and each one of them will say something about you. Imagine you can hear them, what they will say about you. What would you like them to say about you? Unfortunately, many people spend their life working towards goals that don't really matter to them because they never took time to define them properly. People mostly focus on efficiency and try to get so much done in the short span of time. They forget to find out whether it means as much to them or not. Others focus on effectiveness. They focus on the things which matter to them. They focus on the things which matter to them the most and do not waste time on pointless things. When you set out to do a new thing in life, always ask yourself the following questions. Why am I about to do what I'm about to do? What outcomes do I want? What is the purpose of what I'm trying to achieve? Why are these outcomes important or valuable to me? The next habit is putting first thing first. Putting first thing first means being clear about your priorities and acting on them. It is living and being driven by the principles you value the most, not by the agendas and forces surrounding you. To become a master of your time, you need to first be aware of your priorities in the larger context of your life. We face 4 types of tasks and situations in life. First type, urgent, important emergencies. By spending all our time on these tasks, we become consumed with firefighting every day instead of crisis prevention. Type 2 tasks are important but not urgent. These are the most important tasks of our life, yet the most often neglected ones. These tasks reflect your life goals and desires, which are linked to your life purpose. Tasks that reap the most reward in the long run. Think about it as sowing seeds for future harvest. People who spend most time on these tasks rarely have to spend any time on first type, as important things get catered for well in time and never become emergencies. Third type is urgent but not important. Some people spend a lot of time dealing with these tasks and confusing them with first type, urgent, important tasks. They think the tasks are important when they are not. These are tasks of deception. Focusing on them results in being out of control of your life and not being able to stick with your real goals and plans. Fourth type is neither important nor urgent. These are all time-wasting tasks with no purpose and create no value in our lives whatsoever. Focusing on type 4 tasks results in irresponsible behavior and dependency on other people. Fourth habit is thinking win-win. Thinking win-win isn't about being nice, nor is it a quick fix technique. It is a character-based code for human interaction and collaboration. Most of us learn to base our self-worth on comparisons and competition. We think about succeeding in terms of someone else failing. That is, if I win, you lose, or if you win, I lose. Win-win sees life as a cooperative arena, not a competitive one. Win-win is a frame of mind and heart that constantly seeks mutual benefit in all human interactions. Win-win means agreements or solutions are mutually beneficial and satisfying. We both get to eat the pie and it tastes pretty damn good. A person or organization that approaches conflicts with a win-win attitude possesses 3 vital character traits. Integrity, sticking with your true feelings, values and commitments. Maturity, expressing your ideas and feelings with courage and consideration for the ideas and feelings of others. And abundance mentality, believing there is plenty for everyone. Fifth habit is seeking first to understand, then to understood. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. People try to judge and analyze other person's conversations according to their own life experiences. When a person having a conversation with you and feel that he or she is not understood properly, it creates a lack of trust on your judgment on their situation. People who are compassionate listeners put themselves in the other person's shoes. They listen empathetically in order to understand what's been said and do not respond with suggestions and advices until they understood the other person. Sixth habit is to synergize. To put it simply, synergy means 2 heads are better than 1. Synergize is the habit of creative cooperation. It is teamwork, open-mindedness. We all have our own unique perspective, skills, and strengths. Ability to pool the variety of perspectives, skills, and strengths together makes the tasks at hand much easier to complete. Valuing differences is what really drives synergy. Do you truly value the mental, emotional, and psychological differences among people? Or do you wish everyone would just agree with you so you could all get along? Differences should be seen as strengths, not weaknesses. They add zest to life. Seventh habit is sharpening the saw. It means preserving and enhancing the greatest asset you have, you. It means having a balanced program for your self-renewal in the 4 areas of your life: physical, social and emotional, mental, and spiritual. Here are some examples of activities. For physical self, beneficial eating, exercising, and resting. For social and emotional self, making social and meaningful connections with others. For mental self, learning, reading, writing, and teaching. For spiritual self, spending time in nature, expanding spiritual self through meditation, music, art, prayers, or helping others. I hope you enjoyed listening to me. Keep the spirit of learning new things alive. Goodbye.